Getting out of the Marines was way harder than going in. Way harder, actually. It hits harder than you think it does. I never talked about it when I got back. I just kept pretending like life was good until I couldn't pretend anymore. It was a war zone in my head all day, every day, and I was walking around trying to look like I was okay, but I wasn't. I missed having the structure. I didn't know who I was, and I felt paralyzed. And not from fear or anything. I just couldn't move, and I couldn't explain why I couldn't move. But after I almost died, I started going back to all the lessons that I learned in the Marine Corps that built my mental strength in the first place. I researched how your brain works, all the spec op teams I could find, all the psychology I could find, and I found this theme under all of it, this underlying theme, right? There were these steps, okay, actual actionable steps that I could take, that I could follow and repeat. And I started to realize I could hack my brain, okay? No shit, it was a hack. And as I started to see how powerful these steps were, it was like it all clicked at once. And everything about my personality, all of it, man, everything changed like fucking overnight. It was like within a week, all of this was different, okay? I was efficient, I was on point, I was disciplined, everything that I wanted to click did. And it was all from these steps, this one framework. So I wrote it all out, okay? And I had to give it to people. I had to tell people about this, because if I was in this darkness and I got out, then you could too. So I wanted to share this framework. You got to see what I'm talking about, okay? Just click the link in my bio and look and see for yourself what I'm talking about. And somebody else needs to hear this. So like, share, save this video, and simplify.
All right, guys, look, today's video, man, we'll be talking about getting out of the military, how some people are basically scared to actually get out of the military. It's a fear, it's a phobia. Guys, let's check out the other videos. Let's go.
Motherfuckers be scared to get out of the military, man, because they don't know anything else, man. And then on top of that, not only are they scared to get out of the military, they fearmonger everyone else to stay in the military because your ass is fucking scared. You scared. That Lance Corporal, that corporal, oh no, he's not. He plans on going to college. Oh no, you talking about that corporal right there that you used to get on for going to college? Oh, no. He already got a job lined up. Oh, you talking about that Marine right there? You know, the one that you used to laugh about doing social media? Well, he was actually making connections and setting himself up and creating a exit plan for when he decided to get out. Is other things out there.
Like I say always, everybody that's in this video will be left in the description. Also, guys, also, I want y'all to understand that what they're saying right now is facts. I was that soldier that was actually scared trying to get out of the military with being married and also having a child also. So you got to imagine if you got a family and you're trying to get out of the military and you don't know what you're going to do. You just want to get out of the military. There's no plan. At least have a plan. And sometimes in life, you're not going to have a plan. God's plan for you might be totally different from the plan that you might have for yourself. At least have some type of plan where financially it could leave you in a all right situation. Like my situation was totally different. When I say totally different, I mean, I stayed with my father-in-law for 3.5 years. Granted, yeah, when I got out of the military, I did that. And we saved a lot of money and we end up moving into an apartment. And then after those 3 years, end up getting a house. But it just wasn't planned. Best thing that I could say that actually like was a good thing for me was that I had an MOS that was transferable. And when I say transferable, I had a skill. I was basically in the military driving fuel trucks. And like I said before in one of my videos, basically with that, having that CDL made me like having that skill set was easy for me to get my CDLs once I got out of the military. So I had to do a little hustling and bustling at certain jobs that was like warehouse factories. I worked at Amazon for a little bit. But once I got them CDLs, it was over with. It was over with. Let's get back into the video.
If you just get out of the military or you're planning too soon, please listen to what I'm about to tell you, because I really do think it could be the most important thing I've ever said. It doesn't have to hurt anymore. You did it, dude. You did the thing. The suffering is no longer the currency of your manhood. And I know that that's gonna scare you. And I know that you're gonna push that idea away, because I did too. But those comfort-based decisions that we were beaten into hating beaten into fearing they're not bad anymore, man. You don't have to be afraid of them. I know this isn't something they taught you in TRS, and I know damn sure your first sergeant didn't tell you. But I promise you, man, it doesn't have to hurt anymore. And I know for a lot of us, it can be extra hard to hear because we signed up for a war and we didn't get it. But brother, you're out now. You're not gonna get it here and you need to stop looking for it. The suffering, it doesn't equate the same to results like it used to, man. It's only going to hurt you for real this time. So if, like I said, you're pushing this away and it scares you like it did me, it would behoove you to hit the I believe button, man. I care about you, brother. And I don't want to see you do the same things I did. Sword holder out.
You heard what he said. It behooves you to actually just stop suffering with the fact of wrestling with yourself about thinking about getting out of the military. Like, guys, it's going to be all right if you transition out of the military. We don't know the next chapter of our life. Most of you guys probably getting out, y'all only did a contract, or most of you guys did 10 years or retiring out of the military. But I just want you guys to understand that it is life after the military. Military, it's already a stepping stone for setting you up for success. So regardless of however you look at it, you're going to be okay. Like, regardless from all the benefits that we are entitled to, you're going to be okay. So just set up a plan. Have a plan that you know that you want to do. Even if you can't execute on your plan when you get out of the military, it's going to be okay. I behoove you. Like how he said, I behoove you. If y'all have any worries, drop in the comment section. What type of worries do y'all have about getting out of the military? Is it because you feel like you're not financially stable? Is it the health care? Is it just knowing that you got a secured spot where it's like, I'm good, or is it that you're retiring and you don't want to retire because you already know it's the fear of the unknown, like not knowing what's next. Let's get into the other video though.
Why is it that so many people fear leaving the military? Just hear me out. Think about it. If you join the military, you know that you're going to get that check on the 1st of every month and the 15th of every month, regardless of what's going on in the world. You are going to get paid regardless. As a matter of fact, you're going to get fed for free. You're going to get free shelter. I mean, you don't have to worry or be concerned about any of that as long as you're in the military. This goes for everybody. In the back of your mind, you always think about doing something else outside of the military. You're always going to have those dreams and aspirations of starting a new career somewhere else. But the thing about it is, a lot of troops have the fear of not knowing what to expect on the other side, because now all of those things that you were accustomed to in the military is now gone. Now, unfortunately, you have to figure everything out on your own. So this is what I'm going to leave you with, man. If you want to get out of the military, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you save some money. Make sure you use every single resource to have a smooth transition. And do not be afraid of leaving the military, man. Send this video to somebody that needs to hear it and save this to your favorites so that you can come back to it later.
And I'm sending this video to you guys that's on YouTube platform right now. Like I said, he said exactly what I said. And he hit it right on the nail. The fear of the unknown is normal. Everybody fear of not knowing what's next. Even though, like how he said, have a plan. It's still the unknown. That plan might not actually work out in your favor. God might got another plan for you guys. So don't worry. I was that specialist in the military, stressing about what I wanted to do while I was in the military, and stressing also about, am I going to be able to sustain a lifestyle, a marriage, and like a child? I got a kid. It wasn't like me getting out of the military and I didn't have nothing, nobody. I didn't have a marriage. I didn't have a kid at all. Then that'd be totally different. So it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right, guys. Let's get into this last video, though.
Getting out of the military is scary.
I made a live yesterday, and I had a couple people that were med boarding and stuff like that, and they told me that they was afraid, and it really touched my heart and made me want to make this video. I think of like this: getting out the military is scary, but it's also scary joining. Now, everybody probably was around you telling you don't join. I know for me, people was telling me don't join, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And I still joined, but before I joined, I had to make sure that I prepared myself mentally and physically, make sure I was reading books, I was in the gym, and I was drinking my water, and I was running daily so I can prepare for basic. It's the same thing when you're transitioning out. You have to prepare. You have to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, if you need to, you're filing for unemployment, you can file for unemployment. That does give you a little cushion when you're looking for a job in case it takes time. Also, if you know that you are ETSing, I would highly recommend that you start the process early, 18 months on ETS, especially with MedBoard as well. Add a little extra money to your TSP because you do get to take that money out if you need it. It's called a post-separation withdrawal with the TSP.gov. I would strongly recommend that you make an account because once you get out, you're no longer a federal employee. I also forgot to add this extra money as well. If you are already going to school and whatever, you can keep going to school. If you plan on being a full-time student, the military will be able. The VA will give you BAH. So depending on where you're going to school at and where you're attending, you will get full BAH. Whether it's with or without dependencies, up to you and your family. But you will be getting full BAH. That'll also allow you to know what I'm saying. You can have your VA disability with your BAH. I don't think you can do unemployment if you're going to school. Don't quote me, but I do know you can still do SNAP. So you'll be getting BAH, VA, and you'll be getting SNAP, which is kind of like the equivalent of BAS. So it's like you're still in the military, but you have a little bit more freedom. You're focusing on your dreams and so forth and so forth. Just give you guys a little bit more reassurance. You're able to take that money out or you're able to transfer it. I would recommend putting, you know what I'm saying, some money every check if you can, and just, you know, sacrificing some things. That way it can build the interest that it needs. So by the time that you get out, you don't have to pull out the whole thing, but you can pull out enough just to pay a couple months rent until your VA activates. Once your VA activates, because depending if you're med board or not, you will get a certain percentage. With that, you can claim a bunch of other things as well. As you can claim SNAP because you are a veteran, you do have disability. That's a lot of money that you could be making in the meantime, right? Those are things I want you guys to focus about. I want you guys to focus on what am I gonna do to just get me by at least 3 months of rent until I figure everything out. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be scared. It's okay to not understand the unknown. But that's why I'm here to help. That's why I make this content. That's why I talk about SPA. That's why I talk about these things. So please turn on all my post notifications and turn on my live notification and DM me if you just need answers. We'll find them. I'm still looking for a lot of answers. Like I said, I'm giving my max. I think sometimes I think I'm overdoing it. Sometimes I be like, Tim, damn, you really. But hey, listen, unemployment, what do they call it? SNAP, all that stuff. Georgia has their unemployment and stuff like that, depending on a certain area code. If you do plan on working for a certain period of time, now, you know what I'm saying, I have insinuations and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. You just got to know what works best for you and how you plan on moving your life around. But just take care of yourself. And like, remember, the same way that you wasn't afraid to join and you made sure that you prepare, it's the same way that you get out. Like I said, go early, go often. SFL tap. 40 acres in the mule. Y'all are welcome for my service. I'm praying for y'all. You can do it. I believe in you. Go chase some dreams, king and queen.
Like I say, everybody in the video will be listed in the description. Go show them some love, man. They literally said it to the T, like they gave good, valuable information. So if you're a military soldier right now, planning on getting out of the military, you'll know what to look for versus just getting out blind. You also just don't want to get out of the military blind. Like, have a plan. Know something. Know what you want to do. Like, even if you're a knucklehead in the military, know still it's benefits of being in the military. It's perks in being in the military, and it's perks when you get out of the military also. So just have a plan, and it ain't got to be a crazy goal. It could be just a plan where you know you're going to go to school. You're going to do something with yourself. That's all I say. Hey, guys. Like I say always, this is Mike Make Me Laugh. And look, see you in the next video. Peace.